Have you ever thrown your cat out the window of a moving car? Well, the Walls family has on their journey of homelessness. Join the Walls family on their wacky adventure and our wacky analysis.
We're talking about the Glass Castle.
The Glass Castle.
The Glass Castle. And The Glass Castle is a memoir written by Jeanette Walls, who is Jeanette Walls?
She's an author.
Oh yeah. She's the author of The Glass Castle, which I just said that. But she also wrote other books that were probably cool. But this is her memoir, and her family was really dysfunctional. She's like, I'm gonna write a book about it. So she wrote a book about it, and now we're here to analyze it to you. So strap in. Wait, is it strap in or strap on?
So strap in for the ride. On to our setting.
So
the setting of this book takes place in many areas due to the family's homelessness and how they have to move from place to place often.
And this is born of the fact that at the beginning of the book, you get the only sense of stability Jeanette has for the first long while as a homeless. Woo! Woo! And the stability of the desert, not the stability of the New York, contrasts with the sporadic moving that the family does in the desert. And that obviously has an effect when you're a child and you don't have a set place to live.
Yeah, and then throughout the book, she goes to many places and ends up in New York, actually, and lives near a casino, and they just let her in and let her drink Shirley Temples and run around the arcade machines.
That wasn't in New York.
It was somewhere.
Okay, fine.
She goes to New York and then the casino in the flashback.
Probably.
Yeah. Wasn't like Las Vegas, Los Angeles?
Anyways, doesn't matter because they move and they move a lot.
Yeah.
The family has a cat. We love this cat. His name is
Quixote.
Quixote. Oh, I was gonna say Quicksilver. Quixote. Quixote gets thrown out the window of a moving car because, and I quote from the father, Rex Walls. By the way, trigger warning for Rex Walls. Anyone who didn't like to travel and wasn't invited on our adventure. That took me a bit too long.
It's fine. We can always just crop it.
Yeah. And so what we found is by throwing the cat out the window, the cat doesn't like to travel. It likes stability. The cat is stability and normalcy and functionality.
And the Walls family just doesn't care, and they got rid of it.
Because, of course, a cat doesn't want to move around, nor does stability, because then it's the opposite of stability, which is
Sporadic.
instability.
Instability.
And we don't, and the Walls family, it's they don't want to conform to the cat, so they were like, well, we're gonna make the cat leave because we don't like you.
Because we don't like being in the same place forever and ever.
And so they abandon it for their own ideas.
Yes. And on the topic of the family, we should probably mention the parents, because the way they raise them is kind of interesting.
Interesting.
I mean, when they move around from place to place, and at the beginning of the book, the daughter gets burned when cooking hot dogs in her little pink dress, and by the way, she's 3 years old.
Yeah, she's 3 and she's just cooking a pie all by herself.
Yep.
So, just a quick introduction because we never did that. Jeanette is our protagonist, our author, our everyone. She is a younger brother named Brian, and an older sister named Lori. Her
And her-
parents are Rex Walls and Rosemary Walls. Trigger warning for the parents because we don't like them.
Yeah, which also like finished the whole book, so they're not as bad yet.
You can't throw a cat out of a window,
I mean-
justify it, and still be a good person.
Minus that, they haven't really done anything weird. Minus when she went to the hospital for her burns,
And they
and the
took her
dad
out.
snuck in and one night said, "Yeah, let's go. You're safe with me," and then ran down the hallway.
How are you more safe outside of a place that is explicitly there to help you?
Yeah, and the nurses were just watching, and they were like, "Oh no, there they go."
Oh no! Just standing right in front of them, watching them walk away. Oh no, whatever will we do?
Yeah, you probably should have, like, I don't know, called someone.
So later on, Jeanette becomes fascinated by fire as the result of being burned. When she gets burned, she becomes more fascinated with it because her parents teach her that she has to get back on the horse. When you get kicked off, you have to get back in the saddle because otherwise you'll be scared of it forever. Which is a good point. But you're also 3.
And you shouldn't be playing with matches.
So she plays with matches because that's apparently just what 3-year-olds do now.
Yeah.
And she melts her favorite toy's face.
Which is Tinkerbell, by the way,
And
because she's showing Tinkerbell the fire, and then she just, gets a little too close, and then Tinkerbell looks like she was down on top of the stove.
Yep. So what happens then? She decides to love the doll despite the melted face, which I thought was a parallel to the fact that she loves her family despite the fact that it's a failing. It's failing. It's a failure. It is dysfunctional and just highly
Out of control.
out of control. The reason why there's circus music is because this family is a circus.
Yes, and they also mentioned in the book that when Lori, the older sister, got an injury, they kind of just took her to a witch doctor in the middle of nowhere,
Despite the fact
And
she was having seizures.
and they started like chanting at her, and then she just got better. And when they go to visit Jeanette again, Brian has like hit his head on the floor after he fell off that couch or something.
Yeah, he like bust open his head and they didn't
Yeah.
do anything about it because
And he's just walking around the hospital with bloody bandages on.
which is not how that works. And this is proof that the family, while dysfunctional, Jeanette still has the
Purest little heart.
purest little heart, pure enough to love people who are not in any sense of way good for her. So, in our lovely little summary,
In summary, the Walls family has a pretty interesting journey.
and it affects their family greatly because Jeanette, as we know, due to the prologue, she gets out of it. She knows, she like can figure out that it's not safe for her, despite how much she loves them.
She ends up with a nice husband, a nice job, whereas her parents are still rummaging through trash because they want to live their own lifestyle without getting any help from
And
others.
so she decides, well, I love them, so I'll just let them live in their own ideals. But I need what's best for myself.
Yes, and when she tries to help them, they're like, you know what? No, I want to look prettier, even though I'm digging through the trash.
Yeah. And the stability of. So we're contrasting stability, instability, the safest of New York, which never called was like New York safe, but it's safe in Jeanette standards, and the desert. The way the family can still be so unstable, so inefficient,
Yeah,
and
Jeanette's
still be worthy
loving
of
them.
love.
Still worthy of love.
So, in resolution, in conclusion, stay humble, don't have parents like them, and bye-bye.